Hi guys, welcome back to Brothers in Gaming. As we said in our last video, this is going to be our halfway mark video. So we're going to do what we did last time in the quarterly review. It's going to be a little bit longer than that one because there's a bit more to touch on, but we'll try and get into it and get through it as fast as we can for those of you who are interested. So first things first, before we look at anything, big news, our stadium is, we've chosen it.
Yeah, we did.
We went with the deluxe traditional stadium because we thought we're in San Diego, so it's always sunny, so a traditional stadium would be the best, despite it having the second biggest weekly cost. We did want to go for a basic, but we couldn't really. There was no guarantee that we'd be able to upgrade the facilities after picking the stadium.
Yeah, everything starts at level 2.
And deluxe everything starts at level 5.
Yeah.
So we figured it's best just to go with that one anyway, even though we were looking more to get the basic one.
Yeah, but we've done it now, so obviously nice new stadium being built in progress.
So that's something to look forward to. So the next season we'll be playing in our brand new stadium. Right, so first things first, like we did last time, we are going to go to the standings in the NFL right now. And already you can see how much they have changed in our division alone. Right, so currently leading the top is the Chiefs with a 4-4 record, which is not very good. To be honest, we have obviously dropped to the bottom on 1-7, and the Raiders are just above us with a tie. So essentially, we might even be able to beat the Raiders if we get lucky, but we probably won't.
We never know.
No. Now moving on to the AFC East, the Dolphins still have yet to lose a game. They're 7-0, so they're leading the NFL. The Patriots 6-1, and essentially they're both running away with this division. They'll probably be wild card teams.
Probably.
One of them will be a wild card team.
Yeah.
AFC South, the Colts are 4-4 as well, and the Texans are the only team to lose it, but I think everyone else has still got a bit of contention in that division.
It's still a shit division, though, isn't it?
Yeah, the Colts will probably take it.
Yeah.
And AFC North, starting to slip away from the Steelers now, and the Ravens are moving ahead. But still a bit competitive, there's still a bit of competition there.
It's close.
Yeah, but the Steelers are probably out of the running, to be honest. And now quickly going to the NFC North, the Packers and the Lions have started to break away from the pack, but it's not much of a difference in it at all, really, when you look at it. The Bears are our next opponents, so they're 3-4 right now. Hopefully we can knock them down a little bit. NFC South, quite a close division, apart from the Saints, who we said would struggle this season without their proper left tackle.
Yeah.
And clearly it's showing. It could be a lot of other things, but that might be it. But the Buccaneers and the Falcons are duking it out there by the looks of it. The Panthers are actually much lower than I thought they would be.
What's going on with our division?
No, it's a little bit strange, but there we are. NFC East, the Giants are literally like going away now, and the Redskins are 1-6. So like Kirk Cousins, it seems to really have affected them.
Yeah.
So, and the Cowboys, even like losing Zach Martin was awful, but I mean,
the rest of their O-line is fine.
Well, we'll have a look at the injury report now, see if anything's changed because we haven't checked it for a while.
Yeah.
And finally, NFC West, Seahawks are smashing everyone. So I don't know what's going on with the Cardinals at 3-5. That's ridiculous.
No.
But so that puts the NFL with Dolphins ahead, Giants second, and the Patriots third, with the Ravens fourth. So we've got probably one wild card team there, and probably the wild card team might be the Bengals for now, or possibly even the Packers. Well, you could be one in the NFC and the AFC, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
Which is 4. But there we go. I forgot how to football.
So
let's move on, and we're going to go to injuries now and see if any of the injuries that have occurred since our last video may have affected these standings that we've just seen. So far we've avoided the injury bug. I've actually turned the injuries up from this video onward.
Yeah.
So we might get some more injuries, not only to us but to other teams too. Right, so Chiefs, no injuries, lucky them. Colts, they lost T.Y. Hilton for a little bit, and Dante Moncrief out for quite a bit as well.
It's like we had 2 starting receivers. Oh, they got Andre Johnson still, I suppose.
So that might knock him down a game or 2, which will probably, well, that might shake that division up quite a bit. Cowboys, yep, only Zach Martin left. They're just struggling anyway, which is strange. Brian Albert's out for 4, but that's not a big deal for the Dolphins. Eagles, they've lost Sam Bradford, so don't know what they're going with there. That might be why they're struggling so much.
Well, they've got Mark Sanchez and Matt Barkley are back up, haven't they?
Yeah.
If it's still like that now.
If that's an upgrade, I can't really say. That's up to you guys to decide.
Yeah, it's probably a massive downgrade.
Well, San Francisco got all their players back and they're still struggling, so make of that what you will.
They're in a tough division, though.
Yeah, that's true. Jason Pierre-Paul's out for the Giants, but that doesn't seem to be stopping them at all. Jaguars have lost Donald Butler, no surprise there really. And Paul Buzzler's out for a week, so I don't think that'll make much of a difference though. They just have to go to their third string linebacker for a week. Jets, nothing massively bad there. I mean, they've had Jaquan Jarrett out for a while, and also now Julian Stanford. I'm not sure if he's a starter or not. But
Chris Ivory's they've They're
starting
running back.
But they do have a couple of guys behind him, so they should be okay. I don't think that'll be much of a difference.
Yeah.
James Digbo's got it for the Lions. But other than that, no real major things there. That might hurt them having Manny Ramirez out for 5 weeks. But that's not a big issue. Ooh, so the Green Bay Packers have lost Aaron Rodgers, so it's going to be interesting to see whether they're going to be able to keep up their lead in that division with a backup quarterback.
I don't even know they've got a backup. We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I haven't got a clue actually. We'll have to check that in a minute. Panthers lost Jared Allen for the whole year and Jonathan Stewart, so that's a big loss for them.
Hell, yeah.
That's going to probably hurt them trying to get further in that division. That's probably where they're slipping so much.
Yeah, it could be.
Without their starting running back, especially.
Playmaker on offense and defense there.
So it sucks for them. Patriots are alright for now. Raiders have lost Justin Tuck and Donald Penn's out for a couple of weeks now, so that's going to... Hopefully, they'll struggle even more now. We'll be able to pull out a game and maybe we'll be third in the division.
Let's hope so.
The Rams haven't really lost anyone. Mark Barron's out for 5 weeks now, which is a shame, but I mean, the front four's sick, so it won't matter really.
No.
The Ravens have lost a couple more guys since we last played them, I think. No, they haven't.
Just
it's exactly the same.
Is
It's
it?
exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just me. Kirk Cousins still out, and Alfonso Denard is still recovering from his injury. Saints have still lost. Oh, they've lost Drew Brees for a while. There we go then. So yeah, they're probably gonna lose that division then.
They're gonna fall off a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's quite easy to say that they're going to be the last in that division.
Well, yeah, if they lose, which they probably will, the 4 more games that Breeze is out for,
they've lost.
They've got no chance. Yeah.
So the Saints are probably going to be the 4th in that division. I would say what division it was, but I'm really not very good with what teams in what division.
NFC South.
Thank you.
Saints. That's cool.
Ryan knows all of them. So Bobby Wagner and Cliff Averite for a week. So
they're quite big ones. I mean, look at their ratings.
Well, I mean, they're massive players on that defense. But
yeah.
The question is, are they going to really affect them? The Seahawks are smashing everyone at the moment, so it shouldn't be too big of a problem. Steelers, losing Antonio Brown's a big deal. Stephon Tuitt, Marcus Wheaton. That's not going to help their crusade to get to the top of that division, seeing as they're at the bottom already.
Well, no.
So
that's pretty
that
rough,
might only continue, unfortunately, for them. But they do have Martavis Bryant, though.
They do, but that does
carry it on his
explain
own.
Why
they're
doing so rubbish.
Yeah. Moving on to the Texans, well, I don't think it's really got anything to do with who they've lost. I just think it's not a very good team on offense. Jonathan Joseph is probably one of their best defensive players as well.
I know, yeah.
So he's out. Titans, they're back to normal now after losing their quarterbacks. Both their quarterbacks for 3 weeks or so.
Zach Mettenberger, yeah.
And they still managed to stay in contention though, so good on them.
Yeah,
so they got a good chance.
Second in that division, fair play.
The Vikings have lost AP for a bit. I'm not sure how long he's been out for, so that might explain why they dropped off a bit.
Yeah.
But a pulled groin's not going to last that long, is it? So
1 more week, going to be back.
Luckily, for us, the Bears have lost 2 of their proper playmakers, so we're not going to have to contend with these 2 guys, which is going to help us a lot when we play.
Yeah.
Hopefully. They still got Jay Cutler and Matt Forte, but we'll do what we can. The Bengals, Carlos Dunlap's out for 2 weeks. That shouldn't affect them too much. He is a great player, but one defensive player shouldn't do it. Bills are fine. Broncos have lost a backup right guard. The Browns, Johnny Manziel, I believe, is their starter, but I mean the backup's not much worse, really.
No.
And they've lost Gary Barnidge as well, but that's okay because in this game they've still got Josh Gordon, so that's not going to make much of a difference.
Yeah.
So they'll probably be alright. Buccaneers haven't lost anyone, so they're doing fine. John Brown and Corey Redding, that's a big loss for them.
Redding is, yeah.
But to be fair, they're already like towards the bottom of the division anyway, so...
I don't know, I think they had 3 wins, didn't they?
They were 3 and 5, and I still think they were at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm just saying, the Seahawks have got 6, but then the other 3 teams are very close.
Yeah,
so they could still get
they could still pull it back, but losing Redding's going to hurt them.
Oh, for that amount of time, yeah.
And us, again, we haven't got anyone injured. So, with that out of the way, we'll go on to the signings now. A bit more... Well, not a bit more news, but... Oh, I went the wrong one. My bad. 2 seconds. I'm a retard, I know. Why is a controller disconnected?
The batteries are going, oh dear.
Oh well. So, going back to what I was trying to do. Transactions, there we go. Nothing really massive here, but I just wanted to point a few things out. On the signed list, there's not really anyone that I can mention who wasn't signed before. Re-signed, though, there's some big names. Got Jason Pierre-Paul's been signed to a 5-year contract. Cody Glenn is now staying with the Bills for a $47 million contract. Osameli, he's also been re-signed. Robert Ayers, Mohamed Wilkerson, Steve Koskowski, and Olivier Werner. So there's some big names there with some really, really big contracts.
7-year,
93.4. I mean, he's not going anywhere for a long time. Same with Cody Glenn, 7-year contract.
Yeah, but that's a lot of money.
So there's a couple of guys who we won't be seeing in free agent this year, unfortunately, because I would have liked maybe one or two of them. Never mind. In terms of traded as well, the Ravens actually traded away their second round pick for Brock Osweiler, which I really don't understand.
Ooh, that's high pick.
I mean, it's a little bit rich, I think, for a quarterback anyway.
Well, yeah,
especially for a team that doesn't need one.
And he's largely untested.
So I mean,
in playing time, like
that,
in the game anyway.
That might come back to bite them. And also, Jeremy Mincey has been traded to the Bears for a third round pick. So we'll see how that goes. Other than that, no big things. No one released who's really worth anything apart from Matt Schaub now, who's now going to be kicked back to the curb, seeing as they've got
free agent.
Yeah, seeing as they've got Brock Osweiler. Yep. Okay, so that's that out of the way. Excuse me. So we'll quickly have a look at our stats now because, we'll see how we're doing. I don't really want to look at this, but we'll do it anyway.
We've got to do it halfway point.
So, Christian Ponder, 1,100 yards, 5 and 9. Not great.
Not bad. Passer rating.
Only been sacked 12 times. But he has got a 64% completion rating, which is not terrible, but it's not great either.
No.
Rushing, we're still not having much luck running the ball with only 2.8 average. But again, like I keep saying, without an offensive line, we're not going to be able to run the ball.
No. He hasn't even got a touchdown yet.
He's got 3.
Has he? Oh, I was looking at the fumbles, my bad.
Okay. But, yeah, we're trying to run the ball, and we will keep trying to run the ball, but just don't expect the kind of success that we would like to have.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
Receiving, Orson Charles is carrying the load, along with Dontrell Inman, who's got a lot of shorter catches across the middle. He only has 1 touchdown. Deontay Thomas has made some clutch catches. Javonte Herndon's the same. But really, we only got 2 main pass catches. Chris Durham, he's really yet to make a massive impact.
I know.
He's had a couple of good games, but I mean, I don't remember when we signed him. Honestly,
no, but it's like I don't know. It's not just he's not gonna get like wide open because he's so slow.
He is more a like wide receiver 4.
Yeah,
because he's not very fast, but he's big. So you go into these like 4 vertical situations. Or,
just throw him a fade.
And just throw him a fade. Yeah, but for us starting him as like a second guy, he doesn't really have the speed for that.
No.
So that's something we'll think about. And we might even consider moving Javonte Herndon back to second. He's got a bit more pace. Not as good at catching, but a bit more pace. So we'll see. So we'll see if that helps us. Blocking. In terms of sacks, we're not doing that badly. Bruce Campbell's let up the most, but still, I mean, that's not as bad as I thought it would be.
No.
So we're doing all right there. And on defense, well, Matt Daniels leads the team in tackles, and quite frankly, I think he's been probably the best defensive player that we've got.
Yeah, I think he has been. Yeah.
He's been everywhere. I mean, he's been a really, really good player. Denzel Perryman's also been very good. Steve Williams has made more tackles than I realised. Antron Roll, who looked like he's been quiet, is actually up there with tackles as well. Mando Teo has always been very good. And James Harrison, Craig Mager, Deion Jordan, etc. If we go to the sacks now, though, we're not getting that many, but James Harrison leads at the moment. Deion Jordan's close behind him. So it's good at least that both our outside linebackers are getting the most sacks, which is what it should be in a 3-4.
He's starting at linebacker.
He's starting outside linebacker,
yeah.
And Ben Gardner's kind of got a bit quiet now that Ryan stopped playing him, so there's that.
I might go back to him, depends.
And we've only got 3 picks so far, which is not great, and that's what we need to pick up on. Other than that, Josh Lambo's missed 2 field goals, and we're back to this. So very, very quickly, we will go to the NFL and see who's leading in what category, just so everyone else has a good idea. Let's see, passing. The highest pass rating goes to technically Sam Bradford, who's 12-1, but now he's injured, so that's going to take a hit. Scott Tolzien, there we go. That's the backup for the Green Bay Packers.
Scott Tolzien, yeah, of course.
And Marcus Mariota has 6 touchdowns, no picks, but I think he was injured for a couple of games.
He was.
Tom Brady's the only one who's seen that much time, and he's got 15-1, which is ridiculous. And Eli Manning's just literally slinging it all over the field as well.
Yeah.
He probably leads touchdown and yards as well. Oh no, Matt Ryan has the most touchdowns, but Eli Manning has the most yards. So not bad there. Rushing, Jamal Charles has 852 yards at week 9. Or week 8 technically, because we haven't played week 9 yet.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So he's on pace for a 1,600 yard season. 5 touchdowns, but Jake Bell leads the touchdown list with LeGarrette Blount. It's literally on the goal line, just give it to the biggest guy in the team, by the looks of it. And receiving, let's have a look. Antonio Brown has the most catches, so obviously they're going to struggle without him now. Only 1 touchdown though.
Yeah, what about yards?
Yardage, we've got Jeremy Maclin, which is surprising.
Well, that's weird.
DeAndre Hopkins is second. That's
the
not
Chiefs are
surprising.
actually passing to wide receivers for a change.
Oh my god, they're actually passing to Brandon Cooks, the Saints. Really? That's good because on my fantasy team didn't do fuck all. Right, and touchdowns. this random guy has 9,
Benny
and
Fowler.
Des Bryant has 9, which is understandable, and Julio Jones has 9. So some big names there and some random guy. Blocking we're not interested in. Defense, Paul Warrilow has 97 tackles, which is just stupid, and Darryl Washington's close behind him. Well, not even close, 83.
Darryl Washington though.
Sacks, Justin Houston has 9, which is incredible. So he's on pace for an 18 sack season.
That's pretty good.
Michael Bennett also is doing very well. And Melvin Ingram, since we dropped him, has now got 7 sacks for the Steelers, which is very good.
That's not bad.
And as for picks, Kyle Fuller and Logan Ryan are both leading with 4. So that's pretty good going as well. I don't think there's much else to check. We don't really care about kicking and punting. Did
Not
anyone
really.
return any kicks?
Oh, you mean in the NFL?
Ty Montgomery's got 2 kick returns for touchdowns.
That's not bad.
Golden Tate, Giovanni Bernard, some names you expect really. And as for punt returns,
That was a
Bobby
couple.
Rainey, Darren Sproles, Deshaun Jackson, John Brown. Yeah, it's pretty fair.
John Brown is rapid.
Darren Sproles is ridiculous. So there's that. So the last thing we're going to do now, guys, to finish off the video, like I said, it is running a bit longer and we apologise for that. We just wanted to make sure that we got a couple of things in that we didn't get in last time. And we're going to look at the scouting. We've got a couple of stories and we're also going to show you a little bit of who we have been scouting already, just to give you an idea of what the class is like this year. So there's a couple of stories on here right now. There's Keontae Dent, who has plantar fasciitis. Can you say that? I can't.
Fasciitis?
Probably.
Fasciitis?
Essentially, he's got broken bones in
Well,
his
that's
foot.
what Peyton Manning had this year just gone, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, that's why he was out for a few games.
Ah, well. Good for him. So, he looks like a DB and he's going to be out for a while. And Drew Britt has also decided that he's going to focus on the drafting cup and stop playing to focus on not getting injured. So he has a bit of an injury history there. I believe he's a defensive end. And this Will Hunter guy, apparently, according to some of these analysts, is the biggest threat at tight end since Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah,
So
which is high praise.
and he's a second round pick, if you'll believe. There's also a couple of other guys, but I'm not sure. Oh, there's also another tight end who was struggling at the moment, which is why we decided that we may or may not get him. We'll see.
We'll have a look when it comes to it.
So we're going to have a look at the guys we've scouted at the moment. It doesn't give you that much to go on in this one. Brody James has probably got some of the best throwing stats, but he's said to be a number 3 pick, a third round draft pick.
That's talent-wise, is it?
Yeah. But we've also got guys like Tyler Lunsford, who's got A- consistency as well, which is very good.
Good throw power.
And but he's the only first round pick quarterback. The rest are in the third, who also look quite good. So that's something we'll have to think about, whether we want to go first overall with a quarterback or not.
Yeah.
Running back, we've only looked at the one, which is Maurice Gilbert, which we talked about before with his Olympic speed. And that's about it. Wide receiver we haven't looked at yet. Tight end is the 2 guys we talked about. Left tackle, we've looked at all of them so far. And where's it from? Yes. Sorry about that. Left tackle, we've only got 1 guy in the first round who's actually worth a first round pick apparently. Other than that, we've got a couple of guys who are just there. I don't know why we haven't got a look on him.
No, but I mean, what I wanted to say
That's
as
because he's a
well
run blocker, but I'll watch him anyway.
was that because of where we're starting with the team, we're literally just looking everywhere.
Yeah,
But-
and the joy about this game as well is you get enough picks, enough scouting points to pretty much scout most of the draft.
Yeah, if you do it weekly, by the end of the season, you could probably get through nearly every player.
75% of the players.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So we don't really know where we're going to go yet either, because there's so many.
No, we've got a lot of
Positions.
thoughts. Quarterback is a really big need for us, but then again, so is offensive line. So
Yeah.
then you get that what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah.
You take the quarterback to actually win games, or you take the offensive line to protect the quarterback, but maybe not win so many games. And then do you take defense
Yeah.
because defense wins championships, or do you get offense because offense scores points?
Yeah, but they're wide receivers and a quarterback, so the receivers have got somebody to feed them the ball, and the quarterback's got good players to get the ball too, but then he hasn't got any time because we haven't got an O-line.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
what do you do?
It's a bit of a conundrum which we're going to have to face when we get into the off-season, but that's a bit of a while away yet, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But there's Derek Boykin. He is the Australian rugby player who's now moved into offensive guard, so he might be worth a look in the 5th round, might be a steal. We haven't looked at ends yet because we don't feel it's that important in a 3-4 scheme at the moment. We've got one outside linebacker who's Thomas Vincent, who set a single game record of 4 sacks.
He did, yeah.
So he might be a look because he's a 3-4 player as well. And we've looked at corner, and we've literally looked at all of them because we feel corner is probably another place we want to look at. I like the players we've got at corner actually. But I think you would like an elite corner.
Yeah, I mean, we don't obviously have to base our drafting around what I want.
No,
but I like to play corner, and I like fast,
we both like to
corners.
play corner, essentially. So having one good corner helps. And I know Ryan, like, more than me, probably really does like a good, fast, agile corner.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
I mean, when we played this before, I remember when you had Jason Verrett, you were doing all sorts of fucking damage. Oh, the guy was a monster.
Yeah, he's so rapid, so it does help. So it just makes it a bit more enjoyable, sort of thing, if I've got a good corner to play with. But obviously, we're going to draft for team needs, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and also we haven't decided like what kind of style we're going to be drafting yet. Whether we're going to just get best player on the board because we need positions everywhere, or is there specific positions we need a lot more than others?
With our team, I would just say literally best player we can get in each round.
Yeah.
First year draft, I would say.
That might be the way to go.
Yeah.
But other than that, guys, we haven't really looked at much else. We just wanted to show you what we were focusing on and what the talent looked like at the moment.
Besides that as well, if anyone watches it, like, sort of, and keeps up with these, comment or whatever.
Yeah, and then
if you've got any pointers.
Yeah, because we might get to the draft and we might miss something. Then you guys can say, "Oh, remember this guy? He looked really good. Why don't you take a flyer on him? Or why don't you have a look at him when you get to the draft?" And we read every comment and we'll make sure. Not that there are many.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
well, we're building it.
We'll try our best. But anyway, that's it for the halfway point video, guys. Sorry it was so long, and hope you bared with it. So next week we're going to be playing the Chicago Bears, we mentioned, and we will be in San Diego. So until then, guys, I hope you have a lovely week or weekend or whatever it is, and we hope to see you again very soon. Till then, take care.
See you soon.